Couple seconds. No,
Says it's now streaming on YouTube.
it is.
I got a
Thank
notification
you.
saying streaming on my
All right. Well,
phone.
since we are now streaming on YouTube, welcome to the Weekly Howl, Wife to Wolf's newest network. I'm your host, Roman, and I'm here with Vincent and Ashley, who
Luna.
is wearing also known as Luna, who is wearing the Patrick top, which I do like. She
It's
pointed
a
that out.
dress actually, but yeah.
Okay, it's a
Patrick
dress.
Star, because she's a
Yeah.
star.
All right, well, tonight we're going to be talking about AI, artificial intelligence for the layman. Now, honestly, I was all for AI because I it just seems like I'm lazy. It just seems it makes things easier. But last night I watched I, Robot with Will Smith.
Uh,
And I don't know, his opinions about all of the robots, I don't know, it worried me. So I'm scared that they're going to, take over. So because he had that attitude, I have to say, like, I don't know. Vincent, do you think Will Smith is right to be scared of the robots?
honestly, little bit. I was gonna bring up iRobot as well, and I mean the other killer AI one. How can you get the Terminator? So
Oh yeah, the
it,
original.
it's all just it's creepy stuff to me. Just because sometimes these things are getting a little too smart. Like let like so you guys are on Snapchat, right?
Duh.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know how Snapchat came out with the My AI thing?
Oh gosh.
So I,
I
with
don't know that.
intention, do not talk to my AI because I don't like. But the scary part is it probably already knows everything about me that I did. Because so like here's case in point. A friend of mine was messing around with a friend of mine was messing around with the My AI on Snapchat one time, and he's just like, "Hey, write me a story about a girl or whatever." And the thing was, the description that my friend gave, that the sorry, the description that the AI gave for the girl it created was word for like completely lined up with the girl that the guy that my friend was chatting to at the time. Like same hair color, height, eye color, skin tone, everything. Like the Snapchat AI labeled this girl, but he had never sent a picture of her to the Snapchat AI, but it knew who she was. So so it's stuff like that where it's just like you know too much. But at the same time, it's difficult because I like I don't like having to remember passwords or like another friend of mine, he does like procedurally generated passwords, so they're the most random, chaotic things ever. And it's just and every time like I see that password, I'm just like, this is such a waste of time. Can't we just do one password for everything like I do? But then it's just like, yeah, that's not safe of what I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's very it does like it's a steady build because I remember like this was probably like 5 6 years ago. I remember going on Google Maps and I made a reservation at this place at at a restaurant, and it had when I went on Google Maps to look to go somewhere else, it had a pinpoint of like you are here. You're supposed to be here a Thursday night at 8. It's and like I was like, what? Like that, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I didn't tell Google Maps to do that, but they just knew it because I my email was Gmail, so it was like linked up to
Yeah.
that. And then like so then I had to start like just being really careful and like doing like private shit, like private windows because I would, I don't know. There's just a lot of strip clubs and shit like that. But anyway, Ashley, all right, Luna, what do you think?
I think every movie or TV show that has shown an AI has gone horribly wrong. The AI always becomes sentient and they think they're better than us humans because of the fact that they're becoming more evolved and they set out to destroy us all in
Skynet,
some way
learning
or
at a
another.
geometric rate. Yeah.
You know, like even like there's like that recent movie called Meg or Megan, and it was like
Oh yeah, I saw that.
it was supposed to be this horror film, but all the horror came at like the very last like 20 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, well, that's the problem with PG-13 horror, which that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, like Megan, like the concept gets creepy, but the execution of the movie itself not that scary. I wound up just kind of laughing at it. But see, this is the thing. Why is it that now if AI came out looking like R2D2 or C3PO, I'm all for it. But no, it's like it's always just like you humans are inferior and must be eradicated. Like it's never just like C3PO of, oh goodness, I hope we're all safe, or R2D2 where, hey, let's go commit some war crimes. Like,
Well, I kind of think that, like, from my perspective, I mean, maybe I'm just speaking from age, but like, I think that, like, you know, like Yoda, for instance, I like the Yoda that was the puppet from the original three Star Wars movies, as opposed to like the CGI. You like, I mean, it's great to look at. I mean, it's good technology, but you could tell it's CGI, and even though like it looks great, you can see like how like I could tell like how like the shirt that he was wearing, how it didn't flow right. Like it was like a CGI flow of the shirt. And it was just kind of like there was just not, I don't know, there wasn't like the love to it that there was with like the original puppet. I feel like that was like a, I don't know.
well,
You know what I mean?
well,
Like,
see, yeah, well, CGI is a whole different conversation. Like, but I don't know. But when it comes to art, you guys know how AI art has kind of been taking the internet by storm because you can literally just type in a prompt and it will come up with something. Yeah. What are you guys'
mhm.
opinion on that, or how we had this whole like uh writers strike in Hollywood because the writers are just like, you can't just use AI to write the scripts. Like, what are you guys' thoughts on all that?
I
Well,
think
Here,
oh, you
Luna,
go
we'll go
first.
with you first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I think like you know how they say like every like writer leaves their imprint on their work. I feel like that makes it the movie better because they're leaving like a personal mark on the story, on the script compared to an AI, which is a robot, and the movie comes out like crap.
Yeah,
yeah.
like yeah, there's that like AI speech to text, or every AI script I've read reads very robotic, like you said. Like like there's no emotion to it.
So
So
hold on a second. So you're saying like AI is they're writing scripts? Like
yeah,
AI is writing a script.
yeah, like a lot like like
So
I've seen stories in the earlier days of AI where it's just like, oh, I made a bot watch a bunch of commercials, or I made a bot like one that was really funny was I made a bot watch a ton of Batman media, like movies, cartoons, and then write its own Batman script. And the script is hilarious to read because it's so ridiculous. Like one of the things was the Joker gives Batman a present because it's his birthday. Batman, it is a coupon for new parents, but it is expired yesterday. Like the way it reads is fucking hilarious, but you could not put this like it doesn't it's funny because you know it's an AI who made this, like it's computer generated,
right.
but it's like
But
you couldn't actually produce this. But AI is getting smarter. That's the thing. Like it's learning. That's the whole thing. Is it's always learning. So it's learning how to do, like how to write better scripts and things.
Right. And
The
I feel
thing
like as humans, I think that like we are always just it's very short-sighted in the sense of like we don't know where this is going. It's just like right now it is a more efficient way of doing things. But if you think about it, like people aren't going to stop fucking. So there's 7 billion people on the planet, and if they a lot of the jobs become obsolete, what the hell are those people going to do? They're just going to exist and be homeless, like
Yeah.
because a lot of jobs that people have can be automated, and they can be more efficient if they're automated. But that means those people don't work.
you
So
know, I mean, I can maybe understand that in like construction and stuff, but like with other jobs like receptionist or like even just like a hostess, I don't know if I'd want a robot serving me because like when
Well,
you're like
yeah,
dealing with a person, you get like the emotional aspect of it, like empathy and like
yeah, but a
understanding of
company's
happiness.
yeah,
right, but
no,
like a company's not going to see it that way. They'd be like, okay, well, we
yeah,
don't have it's free labor. So
yeah. Plus, on top of that, a lot of companies have already started doing AI powered recept. Like for example, I was calling my insurance recently, and I just want to talk to a person, but I get in, it's just like, hello, you've reached the automated reception.
Yeah, but that's been
Say,
going on
say what you
for
want to know. No, and I'm
forever
just
at
like,
this point.
I want to discuss my policy. And then there's always that long pause of just,
Okay, but that's been going
okay.
on way longer than just the last few years.
Oh yeah, but that is AI. That's the thing. And but yeah, a lot of people will say that's like I'd much rather talk to an actual person. So yeah, but
but
people
have
are
we actually, as humans, like kind of been doing that to ourselves, being more robotic, meaning like it's you're scared to speak your mind because you don't
yeah.
know what exactly is going to be like offensive to somebody. So I feel like we're doing that to ourselves. Like so it's a self-inflicted chaos, if for lack of a better
Yeah,
term.
no, it's like a big issue is like with the advent of this digital age where everybody's constantly on their phone, a lot of people are losing what it is to talk to people. And and you hear this a lot of people just saying just like, "Oh, I have social anxiety. Like I get freaked out if I have to ask my waiter for more ketchup or something." And but it's like maybe because it's like because we're all just constantly on our phones. And so it's like, yeah, there is that losing the ability to actually socially interact. Now, this isn't for everyone, but it is something that's you do notice it and you hear people talking about how like they're afraid to talk to strangers in just normal settings.
Well, I feel like
Yeah.
it's become a less verbal world. I know that sounds, for lack of a better way of putting it, it is really like people don't talk to each other as much. They text each other, they email each other. You know, it's not like face to face. I mean, we're not face to face right now. We're doing this over, over Zoom. So like, but I think that is
But I think
what
certain areas
which
make
that
it
that's
easier to connect because like I probably wouldn't have met any of you if it weren't for the internet and Zoom.
of course. I mean, I'm
We
not saying
all
there's
live
like
in
not
different
good parts of it.
states.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying there's not good aspects to it. I'm just saying that it's just not as we evolved as humans. This is just not how we interact, like for hundreds of thousands of years as we evolved. This is not how we react, like how we interact. So, like, I don't know where this is going. You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing with AI is like I don't know. I think it's so fast. It's so because I feel like as humans we evolved physically and mentally, but industry evolved so much quicker, and we I don't think we have caught up in terms of like physiology. I don't think we have caught up to like where we are technology wise, if that makes sense.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
Well,
I think it makes
I, I
sense.
have an I have an interesting point that a coworker once was talking about, because I was having this whole AI discussion in my office, and what the guy said was, I don't think we have to worry about AI too much, because at the end of the day, it's made by humans, and everything made by humans is flawed. So so it's like because it's like people think, oh my God, AI is going to like turn into Skynet, build all these Terminators to kill us. But then you think of, what are we actually asking AI to do? Like we're asking AI, hey, tell us a joke, or write a Batman script, to give me a food recipe or stuff like that. Or there was even, I heard this one story of like this one rudimentary AI or something. They asked it to like solve an issue, and the solution it came up with, it deleted itself. Like the AI committed suicide as the solution to whatever
What
problem it was
it was
faced.
caught in a paradox. Cannot
Yeah,
compute
no, no,
what I do.
it's just like, yes, I understand this problem completely. I know exactly what to do. Control Alt Delete, gone.
Well,
So
yeah, but
so
I
yeah, it's
mean,
like that was an interesting point of, because like we're all afraid of like AI developing beyond human standards, but at the end of the day, it is a human creation, and human creations are always flawed.
right, but you don't remember Terminator because it becomes Skynet will become self-aware and it will just launch missiles against like every enemy and they will launch missiles back
Yeah.
and then we die and then the machines take over and
Yeah.
then we have to rely on friggin' Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 2 to come back to save
Yeah.
Or John Connor.
John Connor. But yeah. But there oh there was a but there's we've already seen like we've actually already seen some of the damage AI can do, in a way, because a few months back there was an AI generated image of a bomb going off on the front lawn of the White House, and for a few hours people thought it was real, even though it was AI generated. Now they debunked it and things recovered, but in the time where people legit like just saw this image online of like mushroom cloud in front of the White House, the stock market like dropped so many points because people got freaked out so fast.
Yeah, but
So,
people are fucking stupid. Do you
oh
know
yeah,
like
no, people are fucking stupid. I'm fucking stupid. I'm no exception, but yeah.
yeah, and yeah. I'm with you there, but like, do you know when like um the WWE Vince McMahon pretended to kill himself and people like the stock dropped so much that he had because it was just like an act that he was doing and people like sold their stock so the stock plummeted. So then he had to say like, "Oh, I didn't kill myself." So people are dumb. Yes,
Yeah.
people are fucking dumb.
But that's the thing is, if AI learns that just how dumb people are, it can use it to, because that was the thing we went back to, was AI is supposedly always getting smarter. So certain AI systems are probably already smarter than a good chunk of the human population, in some respects anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I think that it's not even just like AI now. I mean, it's crazy. I know that we aren't of this era, but if you think 150 years ago, or like even like okay, let's say like 200 years ago, life was pretty much the same for most people around the world as it was, you know, 600 years ago. But you take right now, life right now compared to 150 years ago now is so different because technology has, I mean, in the just the industrial revolution, like it was crazy how much we have gone forward. Like, I mean, just take the airplane, the Wright brothers, 1901, and now we have jet fighters and like air travel is just like uh
You
you're
don't
like
bat
on
an
a
eye at it.
bus. You're on a bus. You're basically like airplanes are a bus because they come in, they just take you off, and like you land, and you're like on the other side of the other world.
I think the
But yeah, like
company Airbus would agree with you.
what's up?
I said I think the company Airbus would agree with you.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like I think that it is like it's we have gone we've I don't know, we've gone past our evolution almost because of the information age and like technology. So it's kind of like we evolved, you know, physically and mentally, but like because we were able to pass down, knowledge generation by generation by generation, I think that it gets out of hand. And I think that's the whole like argument with is AI a good thing or a bad thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
So,
because
well, question: have you guys used AI in some form? Like Luna, have you used Snapchat AI, Chat GPT, anything like that, or whatever?
Um, I try not to anymore, but I did use my Snapchat AI briefly. And I mean, obviously, we could even count Surrey in this, like our phone Surrey.
Syria.
I've used Surrey plenty of times.
uh, well, don't use oh my God, what was the Alexa?
Oh yeah.
That freaks me the fuck out because I had it like my my past girlfriend, she had it in her house and it wasn't turned on. Like you say like Alexa, tell me something. It would just turn on just randomly. Like the light
Yeah.
would come on while you were talking. And then um she would get like emails, like spam emails about things that we were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
I
my
Eh,
will admit
mm.
to using Alexa, but mostly in the context of stopping the music my parents are playing.
I did like playing Jeopardy. Jeopardy was fun, but I unplugged it every time after we played Jeopardy. Jeopardy was fun. I like that.
Yeah. Now I know what you mean. I had a former roommate who had an Alexa that he would mostly just use it as a speaker to play, like, so he could just be like, Alexa, play this song, and that was fine. But there were times, like, so we had it in the living room at our place, and I'd just be sitting in the living room playing video games, and I no word of anything, nothing remotely sounding like Alexa. But then, like you said, all of a sudden, boop boop, and
Yep.
and I would just kind of stare at it, just like, what are you doing? Yeah, so like Alexa collects way too much data on you, that's for sure.
Yeah,
That's
and like in some aspects, it's not like the worst thing because like I don't really care if the government knows what kind of music I listen to. But
I
like when
do.
they start listening in on my private conversations, that's when I get bothered.
Yeah,
Oh,
like that.
oh, whoa,
But
whoa,
that's
whoa, whoa.
that's the thing, because
So
it's
your
like,
private conversations, what happens with those? Why don't you want the government see or hearing those?
Probably
she's
for the
trying to
same reasons
overthrow the
I'm not
government.
going to tell you what the private conversations are about.
Uh,
No, it's probably
oh,
because she's tried to
oh.
overthrow the government and she doesn't want them learning about the plans early.
No, wait, this sounds sexy. I want to hear about these
I mean,
private
actually,
conversations.
in some aspect, that's not completely wrong because I have made jokes about how the government needs to be like phoenixed, like burned to the ground and risen from the ashes.
All right, so
So
so the
you're
FBI is gonna burst through Luna's door any second. So if she cuts out of the stream, we all know what happened.
so you're a government tease? Come on, tell us. We won't tell anyone.
Just
What are you
or
up to that's so scandalous? I want to hear this.
No.
well, she
Come on,
basically,
Patrick. Come on,
dude,
Patrick.
she said it herself. She wants to like start the government from the ground up. But here,
And I
just
do I do also talk about like sexual interest when I'm like on the phone and stuff.
Oh, really? Hmm. When you're on the phone, like, do you think the government hears that?
Well,
probably.
I on Tinder, I connected with a couple,
Oh,
and
okay.
I met up with them, and
Oh,
I mean,
really?
no like full on like penetration or anything like that, but I did have some extent of a three-way.
Really? Okay. This is like a guy and girl couple, or oh, okay. You didn't know them, but you met them online?
Met them on Tinder. We got to know each other a little bit before we met up in person, and it wasn't a good fit because like for
Okay.
me, I have to have an emotional connection before I can go all the way, and they're just looking for a more like long-term sexual connection.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But
So,
what bothered me about them was that like we talked about being friends if it wasn't a good fit, and then they never talked to me afterwards.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
And
the whole oh let's be
that's the
friends.
kind of thing I don't really need.
your thought is like they just wanted you to have sex with, and you wanted a connection.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, yeah, no, I understand. But so you met him on Tinder? It was just like okay. Well, you met him like you met a guy on Tinder and he had a girlfriend and he was like,
They
hey,
probably
do you want
advertise themselves as a couple. I've seen dating
Yeah,
I've
no,
seen dating apps. Yeah.
it was the guy's account, and then the girl gave me her number and I talked with them through her number.
Oh, okay. So what was it about it? Like what is it just the guy or the girl? Did you not want to be with the girl? Did you not want to be the guy? Like
No, I mean they were both very attractive and they were both very nice, but again, like the fact that I am limited when I don't have the right emotional connection because I'm demisexual, which means I prefer to be in love with someone before I have like full on sex. Not that I'm not open to foreplay or something, but like being raised Catholic and like that's just like my personal preference. And
gotcha.
they weren't looking to like date or anything. They were looking for like a normal like sexual unicorn. And for me, I call myself a unicorn because I would be open to being in a throuple, which means, going on actual dates and everything like that with
Okay. So
a
it
couple.
wasn't like was it a cuckold at all? Did like she wanted to see you with him and
I
that
mean,
turned her on?
we all did stuff together.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I
real
well, did you
real
like? I mean, did you
artificial
like the
yeah,
experience? I mean,
a
I know you ended
real
it, but
artificially intelligent conversation going on here.
well, yeah. But no, did you like the experience? I like no, I want to hear about
Yeah,
this.
no, and I wasn't the one to call it off. They were because of the fact that I have more boundaries.
Oh, okay. You weren't
And
freaking
I
They were
did
just like,
try to
fuck this.
yeah, and I did try to tell them like it was going to take me a while to get comfortable, but I don't think they understood that that meant like after I meet them in person and after I like meet with
Right.
them in person like a few times.
I no, I got you, but you got to understand, like people like that. I mean, if they want to do that, they want to fuck now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not like yeah, if they're like into like the threesome thing, like it's just like they want to have sex now. It's not like a getting to know you thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah, no,
if
it's
you're
really
looking
hard.
for if you're looking for more than one partner at the same time, patience is not your strong suit.
Very well put. Well put. All right, sorry, man. I cut you off, Vincent. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't know. I was just gonna go back to some AI talk, but I feel like we've changed subjects a little bit.
We
No, we go
usually
back to AI
do.
talk. We can go back
Well,
We
to AI
usually do.
talk.
I mean, don't would you guys like be in a throuple?
I don't know if I could. Like it would if I was, it would have to be with two girls and myself.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like that's my preference too.
Yeah, so like I won't say no, but I'm like I don't know, I'm similar in the sense of it's just like I prefer to have a connection with someone before I do anything. But at the same time, like I don't know, I consider myself pretty hardcore monogamous.
I mean, you can be monogamous with two people.
No, you can't. Monogamy means one person.
No, I know, but like I
I
meant
don't
like
know.
in terms of
Yeah.
exclusivity.
Yeah, no, it's like and that's fine, but it's at the same time it's just like I don't know, I fall into like monogamy means one person. Like if you're in a throuple, you're not monogamous.
I have been. I think that it's, and I think what people, what's difficult for people, especially in relationships or people that are relationship that want relationships, is that what happens when you're with someone for a long period of time, you you fall in love, all that, but after a while, it becomes a friendship more than it becomes you being in love. Like
I don't think
you
that's
love
always
them, but
true.
like you don't have the passion that you do at the first, like when you first meet them.
I don't
So
think
That's
that's
true to me.
true.
that's definitely true.
No, my parents are still very happy and passionately married.
Okay, well, I'm
They,
not going to go into your family. All right.
I'm just
No,
saying, like
well,
you
it's
But
like
can't
it's
you
no,
just,
it's
can't
like
I
assume
just
that
think
Remy.
that
you
No,
can't
Remy,
I'm just saying you
you can
can't assume that's true for every
yeah.
couple.
Yeah, no,
it's
it's
true
like
for every guy. Let me say that.
I,
It's true for every guy.
I don't know
That's
about
not true
that.
for my dad.
No, it's like I think
Well,
it depends on like if you like you can be in a long-term relationship, but you can still keep passion alive. Like if
Yeah.
but
you're
you have to
both
work at
open.
it. It's
Well,
not
oh
like
yeah,
a
no, it's like
Okay,
well
but
yeah,
it's not
every
like a,
but like that's
relationship
like
I
is
want
for
you so bad.
joy.
You have to like
anything
You
like
want
long
decide
term,
in your
not just a
to
mind, like,
relate,
like
all right,
dude. Like
after this
broad
Applebee's dinner, I'm gonna
territory.
want her.
yeah,
That you
but dude, like
can't do that.
any like you're saying like it takes work. It's just like yeah, that's literally anything in life. Like not just a
Yeah.
relationship, but your job, like your hobbies, working out, like and anything like takes effort. And if you're never willing to put in the effort, you're never going to get anywhere in
Well, yeah,
anything.
but that's with like work. That's with like working out. That's all that. But like it should
But it's
just be
also but
like
it's like that's the thing.
you're
It's
like
like if
really
you
attracted to someone.
yeah, but
But
if you enjoy the work, then it doesn't feel like work.
well, yeah, but like the thing is, like what I'm saying is like what you have to do is because I think anyone, like in my situation, like any girl that I've dated for a long enough time, doesn't matter the attractiveness, she starts to make me sick. Meaning, like sometimes I just don't want to see her, and I don't want to like kiss her. Like even though like it doesn't matter how hot she is, like how attractive I am to her. I'm just like, ugh, get away from me. So what I mean is like it kind of comes down to being like a friendship kind of thing, like being able to just
But
stand
when you
someone
have that
else's
additional
presence
like best
around
friend
you. Honestly,
feeling,
what?
when you have that additional like friendship feeling, I feel like if you're in the right relationship with the right person, then it just makes the relationship better. But in terms of
Kind of.
you, I think you just have these opinions because you are not built like that.
True, but I'm just honest. I think Vincent isn't built like that, but he's
No,
just lying to you.
you have your
No,
own
he's being
you have your
sensitive guy. He's being
okay, no no
sensitive
no,
guy.
hey.
No, he thinks that way too.
You have your own truth. That's way different from being honest.
Mm-mm. I'm speaking the honest truth from a heterosexual guy, and I know Vincent thinks this way, but he's just not saying it because I mean that's what it is. Like seriously, like I mean, we're talking about like AI.
I don't think you can
And
include Vincent in this right now because he's in a relationship with a girl he really cares about.
is she AI? Is she a robot?
No, she's pretty real.
Yeah, just like the guy I'm seeing.
He's not a bot either.
No, he's actually a vet tech. I met him when I took my dog in to get her nails trimmed.
Oh. Mm. So have you had sex yet?
We only started dating this year, which is 11
This
days.
year?
So no.
Oh well. Okay. How
Did you
long
miss
do you
the
make
whole
how long do
demisexual
you make a
talk?
guy
If I'm
wait?
in love with this
How
guy,
long
I'm
do you
gonna
make a
let
guy
him
wait?
wait
How long do you make a guy wait, honestly?
until I'm in love with or married to them.
It, Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Dude, I was raised
Give me this
Catholic.
guy's
I
number and
still
let me tell him to like stay away from you. This dude
no.
is
Yeah.
Dude, this is something I
what?
bring up with the guy immediately. This isn't some shit I hide because I need to know who's willing to wait and who's just trying to get in my pants.
Okay, well, all right. So when you're in love or like when you're married, okay. So what that means, I feel like, is like if there's a guy that you're really attracted to, then you'll fuck him. But if you're not really
Well,
attracted
it's
to him, then he has
okay,
to
but
like go through
attraction
like
is
these
very
steps.
broad. For me, it has to, I mean, yes, physical attraction plays a part in any relationship, I think. But for me, I also have to have that emotional and spiritual attraction.
Okay. Vincent, what do you think?
I I don't know. It depends on what you're looking for. Like, if you're just looking for a quick fuck, you can go to a bar, you can browse Tinder, you can do whatever you want. If you want
Yes.
something that if you want something that will last long term, you like not to say like you can potentially have sex on the first date and still have that emotional connection. Not like it all depends, but I don't know if it's gonna last in the long run, you gotta have more than just like, oh, your body is attractive and I want you in that sense. So yeah, no, it's like you gotta have something deeper if this thing is gonna go anywhere. Like short anything longer than a one or two night stand.
Thank you.
Well, I disagree with all of that. I mean,
Well,
And that
again,
that for you.
you are not built
well,
that
hey,
way, or you haven't met the right person.
well, I no, I have. It's just like the thing is like with dating like girls, like it's just you know, at the beginning, like in the first like few weeks, amazing. Why is it? Tell me, Ashley. Tell me, Luna. Why is it after like the first few weeks, girls just suck? Oh my God, they become awful. Why is that? Tell me.
You know, I would argue that maybe I'm not the person to ask that to, considering I am a girl, but considering I'm pan-romantic and into everyone and all the girls in Florida are fucking crazy bitches, I think, you know, it's just become like such I feel like girls have just become so much more possessive because of all the cheaters and the catfishers and the motherfucking users and manipulators
I mean, I've
that
also met
when they think they finally found a good guy, they're very possessive.
Yeah, but girls cheat
I've
too.
also met women who are the users, the manipulators, like all those negative things. I've met plenty of women like that as well.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm not saying women aren't like that too. Trust me, women are like that as well. But like when there's like the girls who maybe aren't as manipulative and they meet the guy who's not as manipulative, I think our brains just go into overdrive most of the time.
All right. Well, in
Not
my
that I
experience,
that is to be clear, that does not include me. I am not overtly possessive or jealous person. Like as long as you don't hide anything from me, like in terms of like if you were going to like hang out with a gal pal, like as long as you're not like trying to be all secretive about it, like I'll trust you. Like
no, no, and I
so
get you.
don't hide anything from Luna. So I guess we're canceling the game of hide and seek. Got it.
No, they're not like that. I just meant like if you're being secretive about meeting up with someone, it kind of makes you think that someone's cheating on you.
Yeah, but that's kind of fun. Yeah, like you're saying, like it's hide and seek.
I don't want to
Like
be
I go
cheated
hide and
on.
like get with another girl, and you try to seek me out. But then I hide in another place, and then you try to find me there. It's like apartments rather than like the closet.
I've also had a mindset that like like if I'm like with a guy and we've been in a long-term relationship for a while, like I feel like I'm a big believer that there's a big difference between sex and like making love. So if you like, I've had a mindset like back and forth for a while now that if you want to like go off and have like just regular sex with someone, like it's a normal human instinct. Like if you're out of town and you need something, like just go do it, but just don't tell me about it.
That I feel like that's that's so well put because I feel like that's kind of what I always thought like the difference between like men and women in relationships. Like women really like hate if you are like dating someone, but they hate that they don't like that you're like fucking someone. But if you are, it's better than if you're in love with someone.
Yeah.
Men, the other way, if like the girl is cheating on them, they just like if they just like are trying to fuck, like just they just want to fuck, and they're not in love, they're more upset about that. Guys are, and yeah. So I mean, that's my 2 cents because honestly, like I had been in a situation where I was with a girl and we stayed together even though I was with another girl, but it was just sex. So she was like, okay, well, do you love her? I said, no. So she's like, all right,
Because
let's fuck.
I feel like there's a big difference between having sex with someone you're in love with compared to someone you're just doing like a one night stand thing with.
Yeah,
So like
it's way it,
if you need to go do like a one night stand thing, like when you're out of town and you just feel like you need something, just go do it. Just make
yeah,
sure you're
because
safe and you're not bringing any STDs home to me.
because sex at a one night stand is so much better than sex with someone you love. Sex with someone you love
That
just
wasn't my point at all.
awful. Well, that's my point. Don't you
My
think so,
point
Vincent?
was that sex with someone you love is a lot better than sex with a one night
No.
stand.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to do dirty stuff with someone I'm going to go to fucking the grocery store with after like the next day. Just like I just want to shoo them.
Okay, wait. Quick question based off that.
Okay,
Hypothetically, in a world where you and I are dating,
in a
and
world.
I'm a girl who's a sub and into BDSM, you wouldn't want to do
Oh, wait,
dirty
hold on.
stuff.
BDSM. You got to explain that. What's BDSM?
You what? You don't know what
BDSM.
BDSM is?
Explain it to. We're online, so explain it. So,
Oh my gosh. Bondage, dominant, submissive. What's the? I always forget that. Vincent,
Bondage,
do
oh,
you?
so
dominance,
it
submission, and
got more than
masculine.
S and M. I thought it was just S and M. So now it's just like more. Okay, okay, got it. I thought
Yeah.
it was just S and M. Okay.
So, like in a hypothetical world where we're dating and we're in love, and I'm into BDSM, and I like it when you take control and like tie me down and shit. You wouldn't do dirty stuff with the person you're in love with?
But, okay, well, all right. That's kind of a weird question because I don't know what exactly you mean. So so you that
Handcuffs,
covers a lot of different stuff. So I can't say just
handcuffs,
yes to everything.
handcuffs,
Okay, I don't
ball
like being
gag,
handcuffed.
this X statue thing where my arms and legs are pinned.
Fucking
Wait,
rack.
me or you? So like it would be
Me.
like it'd be like a Basic Instinct.
No, me. I'm the sub, so I would be tied up.
Oh, so I'm doing this to you.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, so so you want me to like? Oh, okay. Not really. I don't. No, I don't like that. I don't
Wow,
like
you
being
were
tied down
lame.
either. But also, like, I just don't really. I don't know. I'm a giver. I like being. I feel like I feel like I like being more submissive than I like being dominant. And I also like I don't want to tie someone up, and I don't want to be tied up.
You're
But
lame.
I will eat an asshole any day of the week. All right, Vincent, what do you think?
Uh, I think y'all just need to jerk off and call it a day. Like, holy fuck! Like, all this, like, literally, all this talk of it's just like, oh, if you like, if we're in a relationship and you want to go have a one night stand with someone, I guess that's okay as long as you don't love them. It's just like, bro, have some fucking loyalty, all right? Can like show some
It's
goddamn
not
willpower and
necessarily
control
about
yourself and just
not necessarily about
jerk off and get over
wanting.
yourself. Like, but
If
then
you
go
feel
back
like
to the person you're with and be faithful. It's not that fucking hard.
It is. No, it is. And like
Yeah, I
I
know
feel like
it's hard, but like you can make it not hard anymore.
with
yeah, no, and
artificial.
I definitely agree with you in the majority of the aspects. But like we live in such a like non-monogamous world these days
Yeah, then
that
show that you
sometimes
can
I feel like I
beat
might have
the
No, I
to
think
like
world,
it's
show that you can be better than everyone. And
yeah,
show
no, I am a very committed person. Like I won't I but I feel like I'm willing to adapt if I have to. Keyword if and have to.
if you get tied up and handcuffed.
That's gonna be with someone I love, which is clearly never gonna be you.
Oh, but that's so unsexual. Like I have to be in love with you and then you handcuff me.
There's a deeper there
yeah,
sex is so much better when you have a deeper connection with someone.
No,
watch
then it just
the
becomes
hey,
weird because I'm like,
Roman, watch the I'll see if I can find the clip, but Amy Wong, stand-up comic, she had a bit kind of explaining all this. So,
okay.
but it's just like I know you respect me and you care about me, but that's why I want you to degrade me. Like I don't personally, I don't fully understand it, but apparently that's a thing that that's what Luna's trying to get here, where it's
I think
just like,
yeah, I know, and I think that's weird because like I've been in relationships with girls, and I think it's like a different like a thing with like the difference between like girls and guys. Like, oh, I want to only do filthy stuff with like someone I'm in love with. I'm like, no, I
Okay,
just
but
want to do filthy stuff.
you don't have to say the word filthy. I just like what I like.
No,
And
you
I'd
like
rather
filthy. No, you're a dirty girl. You like filthy shit. Just embrace it. All right. What
I'm
I'm
not
saying
saying you're
was that like,
wrong, but
all
I
right,
just
no,
think I
no, I'm not paying attention to you anymore, Luna.
screw
All right,
you.
but
I
wait,
have
what I
sexual
was saying
preferences
was
and I'm not
like,
ashamed of them.
okay. Anyway, what I was saying was like, I think that like with guys, it's just like we want to do our filthy stuff with not someone we're in a relationship with,
I
but
think
that's what
that's so
girls want to do.
stupid. That is
That's what girls want to
stupid.
do. Okay, okay. But that's the difference between you and us. It's just like I don't want to like I don't want to do filthy sexual acts with someone that I, wake up and do the dishes with. I want to do it with like some girl that I meet randomly and never see again. But you want to do all your filthy shit with someone that go to Crate and Barrel with. I don't, yes, I don't know.
Okay, no you have no clue what I do in my day-to-day life.
No, I'm not talking about stop being selfish. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about women in general. Speaking in
I
generalities.
know, but why do you just assume that all women are going to never mind.
No, come on. Let me hear it. Come on.
Well, either you just like why do you just assume women are all going to the same place?
Because I know you bitches.
You don't know me.
But I know women in general. Or I
That
have
is a
known
very
women in general.
broad concept that no longer applies to every individual woman.
Well, no, but it applies to most of them. Just like your thoughts of guys applies to most of guys. Like there's stereotypes of guys that are very, very true. There's stereotypes of women that are very, very true.
Yeah,
Goes
but
both
I'm
ways.
basing mine mostly off the general population of men and women in Florida, not all around the world.
Oh, Florida. Oh, all right. Good.
Florida's, I think, its own demographic in terms of people. Like
Mhm.
that's
Have
a
you
whole.
never ever
That's a
seen the
whole. Like the culture of Florida is different than the rest of the world. I feel like.
have you never seen, I guess, what was it on Twitter or like Facebook? It was like Florida Man was like a page, like Florida Man does this.
Yeah.
It was always like arrest reports of like Florida Man got caught with his pants down outside of a Bojangles, you know, just like constant reports of that shit.
Okay, I'm gonna log
Are you
off.
bored hearing about your awful state?
No, but I'm exhausted from waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, wearing a corset all day, and pet sitting.
Oh, okay.
Well, the corset sounds like a personal choice, but I guess on that note,
Well,
so that Luna can go to bed. So that
I'm trying to lose weight. I gained a lot last year, so I'm trying to lose like 40 pounds.
And she needs
well,
to like
and that so we know so Luna's New Year's resolution is a good one to have. And honestly, we've been all over the place tonight. We were supposed to talk about AI. How we wound up where we are, who knows? Maybe Chat GPT can answer that. But for everyone who stayed tuned for this long into this conversation, we thank you so much for tuning in to the Weekly Howl Wife to Wolf Network's latest show. I want to thank my fellow panelists Roman and Luna. We like always a stirring conversation with you guys. I want to thank the entire Wife to Wolf team working behind the scenes to bring you this great content. And you, our viewers, we wouldn't be here without you. So, as always, whether you're laughing, crying, worried about AI taking over, or debating whether or not to branch out from monogamy, who knows?